Welcome to GBKM.
Welcome to Exclusive Real Life Matters, and my name is DBoss. And I have no other. I'm so excited today because I have somebody here that I didn't expect to come, but he came, and it's no other than legendary rock star Paris Black. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me, and my dear guitarist Jim Greenham. And it's always a blessing to be invited by somebody that's going to put their time and their effort into it to help you tell the world what you're doing. It's always a blessing. Kenny's over here. He's actually giving me wisdom today.
That's good. And Paris, how did you get your name?
Okay. So my stepfather was a reggae singer. Whoa. Named Arnold Paris, and he was from the island of Jamaica. So I sometimes came on stage with him and sang with him, and he used to say, "That's my son, Paris Black," as a joke. Because I'm, as you see, I'm very fair, and he was very dark. So it was kind of a joke, but then everybody started calling me Little Paris and whatever. So when I got a record deal, I was like 17, and 16, 17, about 17, and they said, "Do you have any nicknames? Because Kim Johansson isn't going to work. That's too much of a mouthful for people, right?" And I said, Paris Black.
That sounds good.
And they're like, "Yeah. That'll sell, and yet it's organic. So even though it's I wouldn't really call it a stage name. I'd call it more of a pet name.
Yes.
Which I've turned into a stage name. And since I was probably 10, I've been called Little Paris or Paris the whole time. And now I'm 108. So that's 98 years.
Well, you have been in this industry for 32 years.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Now, you've been doing this over and over and over. Now, what do you want to leave by to people, when you're gone? What do you want to leave with them?
That's a great question. I think, you can't have, you don't necessarily know if what you do is going to blow up, if it's going to be appreciated at that minute. Now, I'd say the first albums that I did at the end of the 80s and the early 90s were the ones that actually sold the most and got the most attention. I don't think they were my best albums, though. I think the I'm Not Jesus album I did 10 years ago was much better than that. And I believe that the one that I'm just finishing up now that'll be out on Sony and Mark Berry's company will also be putting it out. Attack Music Media.
Okay. Attack
Media Group. But I think this will be the best one. And I think as a legacy as an artist, you just want to keep getting better.
Yes.
And put your life experiences into your work. I mean, whether it be specifically talking about an experience or whether it's just wisdom that you've acquired. And wisdom comes from everywhere. We were talking earlier about my wife just getting married and all of this.
Congratulations to that.
Thank you so much. And Kenny gave me some great wisdom. He said, "Fear of wife is the beginning of wisdom." And that's actually very good wisdom because nobody's too big to sleep on the couch, and I guess that
hasn't happened to you though.
No, it hasn't happened to me so far. But not to say it never will, but so far so good. But wisdom's accrued in life, and as you get the extra years, you also get the extra wisdom, and it's a blessing. It's a blessing.
Yes, and you're coming, and you've also been doing some acting too, because I've seen that on all on your social media and stuff that you've been doing some acting and stuff. So how do you like that? Because that's kind of in with your music.
I'd say when I first started in this business, actually, I was starting really as an impersonator. I did I'm going to say the heavyweight. I'm going to say the heavyweight championship means everything. Won't Frazier, won't Joe Frazier, Mr. Kai, Mr. Carter, this ignorance is bliss. I don't know what that means, but I'm very happy, It's South Jersey, Southampton, naturally, naturally it's South Paul. I spoke to Jagana. He's like, show. Anyway, just, you know, go on and on. So I started sort of doing that. And then I got this big modeling contract. And I was at this big billboards in New York and stuff. And I used to impersonate different singers. And I was like in my teens. And that was what, you know, that was kind of a joke to me. But then I did this show, and all my modeling people were there, the agents and everything, and they saw me do this show where I impersonated a bunch of different singers. And they thought, you should be a pop idol. And I never had thought about it, but I thought, well, if this pays well, I'll do it, you know, and it did. And I did. But then that became my soul. And there's been offshoots, there's been different times doing acting and hosting television shows or whatever. But as I get older, I know what I really like, and I really like is to be singing, you know, singing to the band, preferably. And
well, you like live band, because that's what I've always seen you do.
I like that. I opened for Hadaway to Tracks a couple of years ago, and it changed a lot of my life, and I'd actually played a lot of tracks before as well. I feel like a live situation gives you more of an idea of what the performer's like, and especially if everybody's tight. And you know, Jimmy's been really working with me on these things for quite a long time, so we're pretty tight. And that's what you do. And then, you know, also I think once you committed yourself to somebody else in your life, then you have to do things for yourself and for them. So I say another one of my objectives is to just be the best husband possible and make my wife happy.
And you will, because you settled down a lot.
Yeah,
and also,
for sure, yeah.
And also about your music. You're doing your music, you're changing a little bit from the pop, rock, and you're doing like a fusions, you're doing all kinds of things.
Exactly,
so that's different for you also.
Yes. I just fiddled with my mic. Sorry about that, Kenny.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Real Life Matters here.
Well, actually, I like to do a little bit of reggae, so we can have some reggae in the record. I saw how interesting a fusion of dance, just straight out dance, is with rock, and how great that is, and there's a little bit to be explored there. And everything's valid. I mean, any person that's writing music or writing poetry or making movies, they write about their experiences and they're real to them. And we only know ourselves as a whole through each other. This is where the wisdom of oneness comes, is that I've seen through my eyes for 50 years come this October. And you've seen through your eyes for however long. And Jim's seen through his eyes and Kenny's seen through his eyes.
Right.
And we've all got a slightly different interpretation. So we know where we want to go. Like, let's say you get to the airport, you know you want to get to a beautiful beach, but you don't know exactly what that beach is. You don't know exactly where it is, right?
Yeah.
You know, so
all
these different things, all these different wisdoms come together, and this is wisdom. So every person that's paying attention has wisdom to share with you.
Okay.
And so that's why I think in the entertainment arts, we're always supposed to be a little bit ahead of the game. So I think what our job is to make everybody see our commonality rather than our differences. I think when people want to celebrate their differences, they're actually going backwards. They're pushing, everything.
But you got to be ahead of the game because you've been in the game.
Well, it's also that, but you do what's honest, right? And it
Yes.
comes up. Like I just listened to, but I'm not going to say what's a performer that's been around for a long time, and she did a new record, and she just tried to include everything the kids were listening to today. Well, I don't know about that because I do ask for advice on singles and stuff. And for instance, I'm just doing a song right now with Phil Nero, who's a great performer in the Toronto area, and he's got his mind totally on radio. So it's got to be 3 minutes and 20 seconds long, and this has to be this way, and that's great. So you want to do that, but I don't think you should actually just exactly change what you do just to go with the times. It's like you see the kids today, with those high jeans. They look awful, but they're wearing those high jeans because it's the fashion now to wear these high jeans. So I'm not going to go and do something that I think isn't that good,
right,
just because it's happening now.
Yeah, because you've been in the craft, but
right.
A lot of people are excited, just as I am. I want to see you perform.
Oh yes, well, we're going to do that. We're going to do that.
So what we're going to do, we're going to take a break, and when you come back, you're going to see Paris K. Black perform. Okay, so we'll be right back.
Are you a business owner that needs more sales? have no visibility and need more exposure? Let GBKM-FM advertise for you. We have public service announcements for only $99, 30-second commercials for only $2.49, 60-second commercials for only $3.99, and our special, The Hit List, for only $24.50 weekly. It's so simple. Let GBKM-FM advertise for you. Contact us for more details.
We're a voice for Jaden Finch, but we're growing. You know what I mean? We're growing. So, grow with us.
Worldwide. I truly believe that ordinary people can do extraordinary things.
Our time has come as individuals. The change will start from us.
Station to watch for the new year.
We want to wish you, the listener, happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you're celebrating. Have a safe, happy holidays. We'll see you in the new year.
We're back. We're going to perform here with Jimmy Granum. Thanks so much, brother. Like 11 years or something now. So thanks. We're going to do a song that was dedicated to my wife. Go to the next record. It's called Dedication. This is what it feels like. This is how love grows. And the gravity is wild. Just like the me I used to know. Birds have wings. Man has dreams. I'm talking about dedication. I'm ready, talking about dedication. You know it's been a long time coming. Dedication. I'm ready. If you recognize true love, I'm ready. Climbing into heaven, fighting as I go. Asking help from no one, 'cause it's me and I'm on my own. Birds have wings. Man has dreams. I'm talking about dedication. I'm really talking about dedication. You know it's been a long time coming. Dedication. I'm ready. If you recognize true love. If you recognize true love, I'm ready. Oh, 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 yeah. Take it away, Jimmy. Birds have wings. Man I'm talking about dedication. I'm ready, talking about dedication. You know it's been a long time coming, dedication. I'm ready, if you recognize true love. If you recognize true love, I'm ready. Thanks. Next song we're going to do is something I did with Denny Martell. And we weren't planning to do this, but we're going to do it. It's Sexy Girl. It was beginning, and we were winning. We could execute from night till day. So sensual and so addictive. We stick together, come what may. Ooh, my sexy girl. Ooh, my sexy girl. Ooh, my sexy girl. Ooh. And in the morning, she's so excited. She got me leaping for her swimming pool all so long, and in the evening, she's so inventive. I'm her ever-present lovesick fool. Oh, my sexy girl. Oh, my sexy girl. Oh, my sexy girl. Oh, gonna big it up, gonna big it up with my sexy girl. Gonna big it up, gonna big it up with my sexy girl. Gonna big it up, gonna big it up with my sexy girl. Gonna big it up. Hi, you're it, mash it up with my sexy girl. Mash it up with a zombie style. Ooh, my sexy girl. Ooh. And in the morning, my sexy girl, she loves me. My sexy in the evening. My sexy girl. Oh, my sexy girl. Oh, my sexy girl, she loves me. We're going to do one more. I mentioned Denny Martell a minute ago. He's actually doing a project where he's putting out some music from an old friend of ours who passed away. He was really probably my closest friend. His name was Kenny as well, interestingly enough. But this song is one of his songs called Nothing's Forever. Say goodbye to all your friends. Don't shed a tear, 'cause there's no end. Ooh, oh. There's there's no end. Oh, your words lie in distant suns, telling tales of pain that hurt no one. Ooh, so what went wrong? Ooh, for all you've said, for all you've done, for all the love that you have won. The beat goes on, it's the change. Nothing's forever. Nothing's forever. Nothing's forever. Who tells a lie? What's in the truth? Who'll be the one that will come through? Ooh, could it be you? Ooh, for all you've said, for all you've done, for all the love that you have won. The beat goes on, beats they change. Nothing's forever. Nothing's forever. Nothing's forever. Nothing's forever. Nothing. There's pain in my soul now, baby. So where do we go now, baby? There's pain in my soul now, baby. Oh. For all you've said, for all you've done, for all the love that you have won. The beat goes on, beats they change. Nothing's forever. Nothing's forever. Nothing's forever. Nothing's forever. Nothing. Very good, Jimmy Greenup. Thank you so much. I say, hey, we're going to be back on the other side in just a minute with the boss.
Are you a business owner that needs more sales? Have no visibility and need more exposure? Let GBKM-FM advertise for you. We have public service announcements for only $99, 30-second commercials for only $2.49, 60-second commercials for only $3.99, and our special, the Hit List, for only $24.50 weekly. It's so simple. Let GBKM-FM advertise for you. Contact us for more details.
We're a voice for Jaden Finch, but we're growing. You know what I mean? We're growing. So, grow with us.
Worldwide.
I truly believe that ordinary people can do extraordinary things.
Our time has come as individuals. The change will start from us.
Station to watch for the new year.
We want to wish you, the listener, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you're celebrating. Have the same happy holidays. We'll see you in the new year.
Welcome back, welcome back. We're to Exclusive Real Life Matters, and my name is DBoss, and we just heard a great, wonderful performance by Paris Black, and he's right here to talk a little bit about his songs.
Paris Black and Jimmy Greenham. These songs that we just did now, the first one was Dedication. Now, here's just, the interesting thing about that is I wrote that song 30 years ago. But it was a political enemy because I was signed with Sony Music and I wrote it with non-Sony writers. I could never release it. But actually, and then I lost it. And my wife was going through my old tapes, and I've been looking for this tape for like 30 years, and she found it, and she was the one I became dedicated to.
Wow.
And also, we're strong believers, and so we believe that recognized true love is what you recognize in the Word of Christ.
Yes.
So we believe that as well, and so it's very special. It's a very special song to me. And then the next one I did was Sexy Girl. The interesting thing about Sexy Girl, my last record, probably put it on the next record too, was that I'd written these lyrics at home, and the lyrics to Sexy Girl, and I had in my mind a reggae beat. And when I arrived at Denis Martel's house, he was playing this reggae beat. So it was literally, that song literally just walked in and did itself. Like, I just started singing to it, and literally 10 minutes later we had the demo of that song. And the final song was Nothing's Forever. It may or may not be on the next record. Hopefully it is, but it was one of Kenny McLean's songs. There's 24 tracks already in the next record. That's why I'm saying if about certain songs.
Okay.
It was one of Kenny McLean's songs. Kenny was one of my dearest friends, and one of those few friends that I was talking with Kenny earlier about frenemies. Certain friends, they're your friends. For sure they're your friends. For sure they love you, but they'll also stab you in the back every chance they get. It's the nature of reality.
Yeah,
I don't know why it is, but it is. It's sad. But anyway, Kenny was one of those people that wasn't like that at all, and he put his whole heart and his soul into each friend. And we remember him 10 years after his passing because he was like that. And so that's why I did that song, Nothing's Forever, which is not just that, sometimes I cover Kenny's songs and people are saying to me, well, there's a lot of songs in the world to cover. I know you and Kenny were friends, but, maybe cover this or cover this or cover this. And I'm like, not really, because I do either my own songs or I do songs of close friends, and I kind of know what they were writing about.
Right.
And there's certain songs that if I'm going to cover a song, it's going to be like, for instance, I opened for Hathaway a few years ago, and this is our Norwegian pop star president, and she had written this song for me called Stand and Deliver. Now, it was a song I never would have written, and so therefore it was a good song. And then Mike Schott, another friend of mine, he did this song called Once Is Not Enough. Really, real rocker. Now, I find that my performance often is best with like real rock songs, like really,
Yes.
but that's not what I write necessarily. I write kind of more these mellow songs, more from the heart and the soul. And so I can't go up on stage with my persona, the way I perform, and do all of my own material because I've got to jack it up a little bit and kick it up a notch. So I do that with songs from friends that I know, and I know their personality, I know where it's coming from, and all of that. So it's an honor to still be in this business after this time, and still looking forward to the best things. Recently, I just did 4 Chords and a Gun.
Okay.
And was asked to continue with New York to Broadway with that. So things are good. I'm grateful, and we have to in our lives we have to count our blessings.
Yes, you do.
At all times, you got to count your blessings. Start the day with gratitude. Denzel Washington says this. He sleeps with his slippers under the bed.
Oh.
So that every day he's got to get on his hands and knees to get his slippers.
That's a good way.
That's
excellent.
That's a beautiful quote, and something that a great champion, a great sportsman said the other week, Anthony Joshua. He said, "Don't let success go to your head, and don't let failure go to your heart."
Yes, but on that note, if everybody wants to book you, because of course, booking you, you're going to have a great show.
Thank
a great
you.
performance.
I think we're going to do a couple of your shows, and
and I want you to come. We welcome you to come back.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. It's ParisBlack.com, ParisBlackMusic.com. I've got the Facebook pages.
And we have we can look on this the screen that's underneath, and you can see
YouTube. Lots of videos there. But it's an honor to be here, and I really wish you all the success.
Thank you.
Like I could tell the people here are working really hard. And they have a message they want to get out. They want to do quality content broadcasting, and
Yes.
that's what we need more of, because in this day and age where it's so easy in a way to do something, that people often do things that aren't of quality. The reason that the album that I'm working on right now is taking 2 years is because I'm making sure everything's perfect.
You have to, you have to, and you're always in the studio.
Right.
You're always doing.
That's your legacy.
Voice. Yep.
That's your legacy. Your legacy is is what you created, and whether it goes huge, like I used to get gold records back in the day. I was Justin Bieber like 30 years ago, but whether you're getting gold records at the time, whether you're traveling around the world, or whether you're playing to a smaller audience, really your progression as an artist is just keeping to tell your story. And that's what artists here. The storytellers have always been very important people in our cultures from the beginning of time.
Yes. Well, anyways, Paris, I do want to thank you for coming today.
Look forward to coming again. Thanks
I know I'm going to have you come again. But anyways, I want to thank everybody for tuning in today to Exclusive Real Life Matters with DBoss. So bye for now.
Hi, I'm Paris Black, coming to you from GBKM FM. I've had a great experience being interviewed by Darlita Boss on the Real Life Matters show. These people, and Darlita doing the questions and Kenny doing pretty much everything else in the studio, it's really quite amazing seeing the quality that's coming out of the show, because these people are dedicated to doing quality television, quality content, and I implore you to support them, because we need more of this community-based quality content where they're really asking the questions that matter for real life matters. Paris Black for GBKM FM. Hi, I'm Paris Black, coming to you from GBKM FM. I've had a great experience being interviewed by Darlita Boss on the Real Life Matters show. These people, and Darlita doing the questions and Kenny doing pretty much everything else in the studio, it's really quite amazing seeing the quality that's coming out of this show, because these people are dedicated to doing quality television, quality content, and I implore you to support them, because we need more of this community-based quality content where they're really asking the questions that matter for real life matters. Paris Black for GBKM FM.